Welcome. This is Kathryn from Hostile Hare. And we've been friends online for several years, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's been a minute.
and in lots of groups together. He is one of our affiliates. So, in fact, so do check that out. So, he sells these cages, and they are quality. I'm going to point up a little bit so you guys can see this. These are quality. So, I have wooden hutches. And if I were to do it over again, I would probably most likely go with his cage system. So, can you show us what you've got going on here?
Sure. I'll do a little bit of shameless promotion because that's what we're doing right now.
Please do.
We are going to go over how to install these 3.5 inch feeders. But before that, I want to point out that these are 16 gauge inch by half inch cages. They were designed.
I'm going to bring you in to see
Sure.
the wire.
This isn't the standard 2 inches by 1 inch that you would normally get with a rabbit cage. This is meant to keep baby rabbits in and to keep small predators such as snakes and rats out. I've even had one of these cages hold up to a German Shepherd attack.
Nice, because predators are an issue here.
Yeah,
I was
a
talking
bog
about
cat
that.
would probably open up the cage, but dogs, you should be fine.
Oh, and we do have snakes here. I have walked out and found snakes in my hutches before. That's an adrenaline rush.
Oh yeah, you really like snakes, right?
Oh no, I don't.
No, they're not. They're not real good on the homestead unless they're eating rats. If they're eating rabbits, then you know.
Right.
But yeah, these cages are meant to keep out small predators and keep your bunny safe. If you look at the floor, it's a little bit different color. It's because it's galvanized after it was welded, and it's 14 gauge flooring. The added size of the flooring gives the bunny more support, so it's not cutting his feet on the cage floor.
Yeah, some rabbits do have issues with sore hocks. More often than not, it's a genetic issue, but you can definitely contribute to the issue by having the wrong size flooring. So, and that's definitely one of the recommended ways of preventing sore hocks is proper flooring.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. We brought with him some feeders. I really like these guys. I have similar feeders attached to mine, but the wire on this is so much thicker than the wire on mine. And my mostly kids, when I've got 5, 6, 7 kids, and they're aggressively digging at it, they destroy the bottom of my feeders. And so I like his feeders a lot.
All right, so let's just dive into it then and
Yep.
figure out how to put this guy in.
He's going to show us how to cut the wire and install a feeder on the external. We already did one. We just did a show over on Dirt Patch Heaven on Facebook. So if you guys don't catch us there, you should go over there. I don't know how the video quality turned out because we're on my front porch and I live rurally. My internet's not always dependent.
But it's a beautiful homestead.
Thank
I'm
you.
seriously jealous. I'm stuck in an HOA in the middle of the Phoenix Valley, so I'm a little bit jealous when I come out to nice places.
So, Tyler says, and it should be small child proof. It can be a different sort of predator. No kidding, right? So, and these cages are big enough that I could probably crawl in them and live in there. So,
Stay tuned. We're going to try and stuff her in a cage.
right?
On that note, all right, so you want to size up the hole you need to make in the cage. You want to make the hole as small as possible while still getting the mouth of the feeder into it. Now, the height, or excuse me, I guess we can call it the height. The height of the mouth of the feeder is about 2 inches. So we're going to make a 2-inch hole that is as wide as the feeder, which I believe is 3.5 inches, a little bit over 3.5 inches. Let's see. So each one of these is half inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 4 inches wide. That's how wide the hole how wide the hole is that we're going to cut. Now, I would not set the hole right next to the wall of the cage because that will lower the rigidity of the cage, the structural integrity. So I'd come about 1.5 off the wall of the cage before you start cutting, and I come off the ground about 4 inches. So we'll go about 4 rungs up. Let's go ahead and get cut here.
Very good. Kathleen says, I'm guessing it's windy today. It is very windy.
A little bit.
Yeah. It was nice and mellow until they got here, and then the wind picked up. So
You think we brought it with us?
I think so. Actually, no, it's usually windy here.
All right, so there's two ways that you can cut this wire. Today we're just using these rusty old needle nose pliers. But if you use needle nose pliers, the cutter is on one side, is flush with one side of the pliers, and there's an opening in the other side. You need to pay attention where that cutting edge is, because you want to cut it as flush as possible to the wire that's not being cut, if that makes sense. We're going to make a 2-inch by 4-inch hole, and everywhere that you cut is going to leave a little bit of hair, which is fine for a feeder. Find yourself cutting a door in the cages. You want to leave a little bit. You don't want to cut it flush. You want to leave it long so that you can wrap the wire around and give you kind of a soft buffer. So
Move the camera in so you guys can see as he cuts here.
So we're about 1.5 inches here. So the cutting edge is here. We'll go like so. And see how the excess cut is, it's ended off of what's going to stay with the frame. Just grab a hold of that, spin it, use the tip of the needle nose, and just get it to wrap around, grab onto it, and boom. Now you've got a nice friendly little bump instead of a very hostile poker. I'll show you along the bottom here.
I know it's windy. Can you guys hear us okay?
I think it's time to retire these pliers. They're getting a little dull.
If we need, we've got wire cutters we can run and grab too.
Which, it's funny because the wire cutters that I've seen, that I've used, aren't as good as a pair of needle nose. Kind of tax.
Okay.
So.
Okay, Kathleen says yes, they can hear us okay. Good. We definitely can't do this inside. These are some nice sized cages.
Yeah, it'd be filling up your living room.
Right? Oh.
I actually sold a set of cages the other day, and a triple set like this. And the lady assembled them in her living room and sent me a picture. I was like, oh gosh, you do sliding glass.
Question for you. Kathleen says, what is the pan for these like? So
The pan?
yeah, I assume like a tray under. I would use free hanging. So what we're gonna do is build a cage around them, and we're gonna use them outside. So
Yeah,
yeah, she says litter pan.
yeah, I use a Dura tray 36 by 24. It's about 2.5 inches deep. If I want to stack them up and have the pull-out pans. I'm fat and lazy, and I've worked hard to become that way. I don't like pull-out pans because you got to empty them every day. On a run like this, it's 9 foot long. I would use a trough. I'm going to stack them up, and the trough will basically you spray the trough out once a day. Most hardware stores have little nozzles that have a lever on them for your hose. Home Depot, give them a shout out. They have this little nozzle. It's about that big, and it shoots a 9 to 12 foot bar of water. Like, it keeps a real tight bar, and you just spray it. It takes about 5 seconds per run like this. At one point, I had 1,600 head of rabbits in cages. So they're a little shorter than this, but it was taking me half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour a night to feed them, make sure their water's all set up, and to clean out cages. It doesn't include breeding, but my nightly routine was only about half an hour. And that's possible when you have spray out cages.
See, I'm extra lazy, and so I just let my chickens, you guys can't see, but I just let my manure fall through. The chickens get to it for the most part. I come through with a rake and scrape underneath my hutches about once a week and collect it from my garden. So
no judgment, that works too. If you've got your cages all outside, the worms love the manure. You can do vermiculture right in the ground underneath the cages, or compost or whatever.
My daughter Bria's here. Bria. Okay. So, all right.
All right.
So we're still cutting a hole here. I think we're getting close to done with installing this. And then after we install this feeder, he also brought with him, and I'm super excited about this. This is going to be my first automated, kind of automatic anything on my homestead. I'm about as old school as it gets. I fill everything up with a hose. I've got big water troughs, and so he brought with him a nipple system for watering, and we've got a 5-gallon bucket and some tubing, and he's gonna teach me how to install that, and I am just thrilled. If you guys caught my video yesterday talking about being super sick and contingency plans and how to better create your system so that it's less hands-on, this goes right into that point, and I am so excited about this. So had I had this system last week, I would have had less worries on my plate as far as how the health and welfare of my rabbits were as I was laying down sick. So Nick's my hero. He's just like a week late. So.
Listen, I get here eventually, all right?
Right.
All right, so we're going to fold this over just like we did the other side.
So we're going to zoom in.
This guy.
Yep.
Just grab it by the tip of the plier. And bring it over. And then once it's around that upright, give it a pinch. Now it's nice and it's a nice bump instead of these wicked little things. These guys will rip you open. This is actually from cage material here.
Wire is no joke.
When we install this, we need to have this wire here be perpendicular to the face of the feeder and the cage. And this is going to wrap around one of these wires here. So we're just going to slide it in. And it's connected so both sides go down at the same time. And voila. Now you don't need to open the cage in order to feed your bunnies. Now, that being said, I do recommend every time you feed your bunnies to reach in, scratch between their ears, let them know that you and what you smell like is what's bringing them their food, so that they're a little bit easier to handle. It's a good, positive experience every time you're handling your bunnies. Just a little bit of advice.
I agree. And friendlier rabbits is always a good thing.
Yes. Otherwise, they open you up like a wicked Swiss Army knife or
So,
something.
Kathleen wants to know, do you provide caps for the feeders? Can you buy them in addition to the feeders themselves?
I actually don't carry them. There are some out there available, but listen, I'm redneck. What I do, I take a bit of chloroplast or political sign, and they've got holes through it. So you put a wire through it and just run it through this bit back here, and then just have it kind of cup over the top. It doesn't look super pretty,
That's
but
smart.
it works, and it's like free because somebody's running for governor and he's going to lose. So he leaves his signs out there just a little bit too long, and they end up on the Hostile Homestead.
I like it. It's all about repurposing. So
That's right. It's recycling. Go
that's
green.
right. Okay, so now we've got drill, right?
I don't
You gonna
sign
trust
up for
me?
this.
No?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. So, and he brought with him, I didn't expect this, as he asked what he could bring, and I was like, ooh, if you could teach me about rabbit nipples and watering systems. So
She asked to see my nipples.
he asked to see his nipples. So,
They're brass. They're shining. They're beautiful. So
I
these
like
guys, where I'm at in Arizona, I've got real hard water.
okay, I have hard water too.
Okay, so it's good to filter the water that you're putting into these,
Okay.
but a little bit of crud's going to get through. When that happens, these things break apart.
Here, let's see if I can.
I'll hold it up. too.
Okay, cool.
So they break apart like this, and they're a very simple design.
Oh yeah.
It's like a blunt nail, stainless steel, and it seats in. There's this triple hole diaphragm in there, and what happens is as the rabbits bite and nibble on this guy here, it opens up that diaphragm and lets water trickle through. If you get one that's a little bit loose, it'll dribble on its own. You just tighten it until it stops dribbling, and then back out until you can touch this and have the water dribble out again.
Beautiful. I can figure that out.
Yeah,
Right.
it's nice to have a couple extra ones on hand so that you just swap it out real quick with a clean one and then take these back into the house. If you're getting a lot of
Smart.
Yeah, if you're getting a lot of calcium deposits or hard water in there, you just soak it in some diluted vinegar.
Okay.
Overnight should do it. And then I also have some backup O-rings and diaphragms and stuff. So we're gonna install these on this cage.
Okay.
We're not gonna do it right here though. Probably do it around the back.
Okay. Well, how would it be easy to access as I'm taking care of the animals?
Front, actually.
Okay.
Which is fine. We can do it on the front too.
Okay.
So what we'll do for the sake of this video is just install it up here. I don't recommend putting nipples of water over top of your food.
No.
For one, it's going to be hard to reach for the bunnies.
Real quick. So
right.
through our link in the description, Nick sells them.
Yep.
And so he's put a lot of research and thought into the products that he carries. So hey, Jim.
I actually, I used to use these chrome-coated aluminum nipples that you get. I got them on eBay.
Okay.
And they were like $1.50 a piece, something like that. And they lasted all of 4 months.
Okay.
The rabbits just chewed them to bits, and they started breaking and leaking, and it was a mess.
So Kathleen says, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Danny's here again. Hello. So I appreciate you guys joining us. And here again, this is you get what you pay for kind of a thing. And Julie and I were big advocates on start cheap, learn what you're doing, and then invest in quality, and you will never be sorry. So Laylee says, hi, good to see you. Welcome, Laylee. So obviously we're going to move this at some point. We're just going to install it just for demonstration purposes, but this isn't where it's going to end up permanent for us.
That's right. So this is what I sell is a 3-part.
So you want to hold it up so they can see? Okay.
So these come together like
There we
so.
go.
And my website's a little wonky right now, but if you purchase the nipples, these come with them. So,
Okay.
let's see. Let's go ahead and get one of these built.
All right.
So it goes together like.
We're reconnecting, guys. Can you repeat the size of the tubing just in case we missed that part?
Now it's a little cold outside.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna put out the torch here. You can do this with just any cigarette lighter. Oh, come on, you don't want to
No.
close.
I am not putting my face up next to the torch.
Can't even see the flame on this one.
Right.
Just warm it up. I'm not saying method. Just get it a little bit warm.
Okay. I didn't catch on fire. That's a positive.
And when that cools, it can seat in there pretty good. I can touch this. It's warm. It's not horribly hot. That's how you do that.
That was easy.
Yes, very much. So the next part depends on your system. So let's pretend that this is where it's going. What you're going to want to do is about 6 inches off the floor of the cage, so right about here. But for our purposes, again, we're just going to go right here. This side is going to squish a lot better than this side. So
I'm going to move you in.
sure, just install it like so.
See.
You want to have one side hook, and the other side just kind of bend it in and holds in like that. Rabbits prefer to bite down with their top teeth, some with their bottom teeth. They'll figure it out. If you see that the rabbit's gnawing on it kind of sideways and picking it, you might spin the nipple over. But you might not even have to bother with that. They figure it out pretty quick. They're pretty curious animals. So from here, we're going to cut.
Yeah, back my camera up just a bit more. There we go.
We're going to cut about 4 inches off of the tube.
I'm terrible videographer. Sorry, guys.
And you can heat up the other side too, but they come with these tees. Since this middle cage, you can get 2 pieces. Slide in and kind of work it around. Oh, yeah, I should have heated this up. You see my rippling muscles as I push this together.
Very buff.
So yeah, that's how that goes. And then The next line goes on. So, and you go ahead and put it in into the cage. Sometimes I'll put it in and slide it.
Okay.
Like that. Now, since this is inch by half inch cage, you can do it this way, or you can go 90 degrees out, do it the other way. It's just really a matter of preference. If you do it the other way, just kind of, there we go. So it doesn't really matter. You can do either one.
Okay.
Whatever's most convenient to you.
I like convenient and flexible.
So I'm going to go ahead and...
So again, this is not where we're going to permanently leave it. This is just because cameras and angles and trying to be convenient as far as showing you how. So
now we're going to read...
Oh, Layla says, is it Laylee? I'm sorry. I followed you from the start and you were improving a lot. Talk yourself down. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I've got the coolest people that follow my channel.
That is awesome.
I love you guys.
I've got a bunch of jerks on my page. Just kidding. I love them too.
Yeah, I'm one of the jerks on his page.
That isn't true. Maybe a couple of times. All right, so
Okay.
let's talk about water source, which is a power tool.
Right. Watch out.
So, as I was saying, this tubing is 5/16 on the outside. It's an outside diameter, and she has a 1/4 drill, which is just a little bit shorter, a 1/16 smaller hole than the tube. And the reason we're going to do it a little bit small, what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole in a bucket. The bucket is going to have a smaller hole than the tube. The tube's going to slide into that hole and seat. This is kind of like you can put your fingernails in this stuff, and you can see the marks on there. It will expand back out just a little bit. So first thing we want to do, let's go ahead and drill a hole in this bucket.
Okay.
I'm going to have you put it on your lap. No, we'll
That
put it
works.
right here. Just
I'll
put
hold
it, like, you want to drill a hole? Or do
Here,
you
you
want me to
can do it.
Okay.
Because you have longer arms and then be awkward for me.
All right, so we're going in close to the bottom, so you don't have stagnant water in the bottom that never gets used. Oh, let's do it right about there. Hey. Don't do a bunch of wiggling around. You just want to go in and out real quick. Now, you notice it's going to be kind of hard to do this. So, I recommend a pair of scissors. But I'm going to skin this this way. It's not going to be in the shot.
Okay, here, maybe I can I'm gonna tilt it down.
Okay.
And
So-
I'm going to lean away.
Trust me much. All right, so just kind of what we're doing is trying to make an angle in the pipe or in the tube, and it doesn't have to be perfect. All we're trying to do is make a small entrance.
You want to show them?
Yeah, see, it's not pretty.
Oh.
It's a lot easier. What are you doing? Oh,
I don't know.
It's a lot easier to do with a pair of scissors, but I just had a knife handy, and I don't want to walk and get some.
Okay.
I'm lazy, but it's okay.
I'm lazy too.
All right, so this is another one where maybe a little bit of heat will help.
Back and up.
Don't start it on fire.
Yeah, fire would be very bad here.
Oh, that's jelly.
Okay, let's see if I can get past this.
So just kind of slide the tube in, get hold of it. Oh, I think it made it a little bit too abrupt.
Do you need scissors?
No.
Because I can grab scissors real quick. And then finish.
All right, let me fight this for just a second
Okay.
more. We'll see, because I've done it without scissors. It's like get the scissors.
Yeah, Joe's going for scissors.
We've got the helper going for scissors.
Joe went for the scissors. Thank you, Joe.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Okay.
We're gonna run a little bit longer. Hold hustle, hustle.
Cracking that whip.
Alright. So you want to have a nice long taper. I'm gonna go into the bucket.
Okay.
Now we've got a pair of pliers. Alright. So I just grab a hold of it. Oh.
This is one of those things that you can do it a million times and it goes smooth every time, and then you put the camera on and nothing goes smooth.
Yeah,
Which
that's kind of what we're fighting here.
Story of my life.
So basically we need this tube into the hole. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Of course, now that I've got the angle, you can see it's just kind of sucking it in a little bit.
Can you guys hear us okay? I know it's still windy. It comes and goes.
Alright, we're going to torque it just a touch.
I'm going to back up.
Woo!
Okay. I'm waiting to catch on fire.
Alright.
I'm really hoping quality.
Good. So I would leave a little bit of excess hose in there.
Okay.
See, we've got maybe another little bit of the open tapered part. So now, technically, this should seat just fine and be tight. If you don't quite trust this, get you a little bit of silicone caulking and put in there just around the hole on the inside, and it should be good to go.
Very good. So this connects to the little piece that we attached earlier, which is now,
Basically,
so let's see, I'm going to angle the camera up so you guys can see. Bucket sits on top,
now I would
probably not on top of this.
You can set it there, but I would put a board over top just to distribute the weight a little bit. That's 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Fully loaded, 8 pounds per gallon. But anyway, yeah, just cut the tube here and hook it into the cage like that, and you're good to go. Now on this one, we've got 3 cages to do. So we're going to put this cages, oops, like so. Does that make sense?
That makes sense to me, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, very cool. Well, I could totally do this, guys. And I tend to not be mechanically inclined, like I can't even work a little gimbal here. But
Well, if you can prepare scissors, you can do this.
oh, I could totally do this. This is exciting,
And you get to play with fire.
right? Well, yeah.
It's always a plus.
I'm not sure that I trust myself playing with fire. But very cool. So not only does he sell quality cages with quality, definitely investing quality water. Nick's cages are quality. His feeders, I love these. I've got similar type feeders. I'm going to replace mine with something along these lines. An automatic watering system. You cannot beat this. This is too cool.
Well, what's nice is everybody's got a 5-gallon bucket laying around. If you went to Home Depot and bought one of their orange ones for $3, you just drill a hole in it. And now you've got a nice, with this 3 rabbits in these cages, it'll be 5 days before you have to fill it up with water again.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's exactly what I need. So, as my rabbits has been my weak link as far as my system, and so this is great. So, very good. Any other information you want to pass on?
Rabbit is delicious.
Rabbit
you
is
guys
delicious.
should eat some.
Agreed.
If you have any rabbit, you should buy some, and then buy cages from me.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well, buy through our link, but you are buying cages from Nick, and highly recommend his stuff. Not only because we're friends, but because he sells quality stuff. And if you're going to pay for anything, as I have found in my own experience, that if you pay on the low end and you have to replace it 2 or 3 times, you're not saving anything.
well, that's in my story. I started with 5 rabbits. Those 5 rabbits turned into 50 in about 8 months. I wanted them to. You can stop them from breeding, but I was buying every hutch I could find off Craigslist for about $20. They were all garbage eventually. These people, they'd pay $150 for a hutch, and the rabbit would chew through it because it's not meant to last. But anyway, I had a bunch of these in my backyard. Looked like the clamp had gotten into raising rabbits, totally redneck, and I had rabbits breaking out like every day. So I started building my own cages, and the people that were buying rabbits from me, they liked the cages, so I started building them cages and just kept it up with the good quality stuff. And, they're when you buy a cage from Hostile Hare, they come semi-assembled. So the top is hooked up to the front with the door, the two sides, and the rear, and then the floor comes separate. So you just basically pin the sides together, throw the floor on, and you get a cage. So it's a lot less assembly than some of my competitors, and higher quality.
Oh,
So.
yeah, Julie and I put a cage together, and even though I had never done it, she had had some experience, but I was awkwardly going through it. I mean, it was so easy. I was impressed at how fast it went together. So, and he sends all the little clips that you need, and it was a breeze to put together. So, all right, well.
Does anybody on here have any questions?
So, I think that we have been asked all the questions that we had in the front end, so
Awesome.
we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you got something of value, and if you haven't already, please like this video, share, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.